Hey guys, Barry Page here, further discussing the IBC rules. Today we're going to talk about don't steal the peas. Nelson Nash, the best-selling author of the book Becoming Your Own Banker, always had a way with words in the way that he described things. And one of the things that a quote that I really appreciated from him was he would say, I'm going to bring this down to the you and me level. So in his examples, he tried to relate things to things that everyone could associate with. So in this example, your grocery store. Everyone shops for groceries. So therefore, a grocery store is a good example. And some people, your family, your friends, could be considered captive customers, although they also could be the Achilles heel. So in this example, my illustration here is of a grocery store. As you see, there's checkout lines, there's an open door, a front door, and a back door. Now, here is what most people get a little confused with infinite banking about, is that they think that the store, the bank, just opens on its own. We have to capitalize the system, which is another rule of infinite banking. But today we're talking about don't steal the peas. So in this example, to start a grocery store, any aspiring entrepreneur, business person, to do that would have to first have some expenses, and it's going to take time. You don't just open your store overnight. So it would take time and planning. You'd have to buy or rent land, a building, signs. You'd have to do advertising, payroll, utilities, legal fees, and accounting fees just to get open. And once you're open, obviously you've got to get inventory. You've got to stock the shelves. So these shelves and these cans represent peas that are on the shelves, okay? And in my little drawing here, these are checkout stands where the shoppers are going through to check out, pay for their groceries. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing, because if you own the grocery store and your spouse, your wife, in this example, where would you want her to shop for groceries? Well, of course, at your store, your family grocery store. But Nelson asked the question, where do you think your wife, which door do you think your wife is going to want to go out when getting her groceries? So as you see here, there's a back door on the grocery store and the shopping cart, loading it in the car, going out the back door. So this is a natural tendency for most business owners to take things from their own store. They think, why should I have to pay for it? It's my store, right? Well, we have to pay for the inventory, and each time we don't pay for the inventory, Nelson politely calls it theft. We would be stealing the peas. So I've also tried to illustrate in this example what happens. So we have to purchase inventory. We have to buy the peas. All right, so there's a cost involved with that. And so now we have the peas. They're on the shelves. We've got to stock the shelves. We've got to pay the hired help, somebody to stock the shelves. And then hopefully we're going to sell the peas. Now, again, this is a point that sometimes people think, well, hey, I've made some profit. Well, no, you haven't really made any profit yet. In the example, Nelson says that you have to turn the peas 15 times. In other words, you have to sell the peas 15 times, restock them, and keep doing that over and over just to break even. To be profitable, you have to do that 17 times. Now, of course, there might be some theft in there. And so again, the theft might come from a family member, spouse, not knowingly stealing, but they think they deserve a discount or free in this case. So that would be stealing the peas. So now that you understand that you must purchase inventory, sell the inventory, buy more inventory, restock the shelves, and do that over and over to earn a profit, which will eventually, hopefully, earn you enough profits that you can either sell the business or turn that into recurring revenue so you have retirement income and someday you'll be able to retire. So what does all of this have to do with banking? Well, to be an honest banker, that's what you have to do. If you make loans from a policy, you have to repay the loans, at least while you're in your working years. Now, further on in our strategies, we show you how possibly not to repay the loans during retirement, but during your working years, again, we need to repay the loans. We need to be an honest banker and don't steal the peas. So that's our lesson for today. Rules of IBC, don't steal the peas. I'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Drop us a comment below if you have any questions, and we'll be glad to answer them.